So, okay.
Great.
Well, I'm gonna get out of the way. Let you have your meeting.
Just a comment. We never had any.
There you go. There's public comment. Bishop, how are you?
Good.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Michelle, good to see you. It's been a while. So,
Surprise, I'm back.
Yay.
And I'm not. I'm out.
Happy birthday.
thank you guys.
Happy birthday.
Wow, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Well, should we call the meeting to order?
Yeah.
It's a PTR meeting. It's 18th of February, 2026. Preston Frederick is supposed to come, so.
He's on right there.
Oh, he is. Oh, good. Hello, Preston.
I think he's the one that said he had his wife, I don't know, he's with his kids. I think he's tending his kids.
Reed Gents said he would be here. Jennifer Adams is out of town, and so is Dennis Lisby.
Yeah, I've been seeing his pictures.
He's out for the whole month of
Yeah,
February.
playing somewhere.
It's nice.
He's like in Italy or somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Watching the Olympics?
Where is it?
I thought it was Cali.
I don't know.
It looks
Good
nice.
pictures.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Well, we want to welcome our new committee members, people that volunteered for PTR. Jennifer Adams, Reed Gents, and Preston. Preston is a member of our board now, giving us 5 members of our board in total. So we want to welcome them, and hopefully Reed will be here soon. Is there any public comment?
Nope, except for, and I'm not public, but you could bring up because you're talking about new committee members, that the other 2 could be alternates, so that if we're short and we need something, have something we need to vote on, they can vote.
Okay.
But we just have to present that, I think, to city council and approve it that way. Talk to them first, I guess, and make sure they want to do
Yeah.
that. But that's a possibility.
So I need to get us on the agenda for city council if Reed and Jen do want to do that, be alternates.
Yeah, I would just maybe ask them, and then we just have to ratify it.
Okay. Okay. There's no public comment. I'm sorry the minutes went out so late from 4 months ago that we met, the end of September. I don't know if you had a chance to read those tonight, because it was like about 40 minutes ago that I sent them. We can always table this if you didn't have a chance to read them. And okay,
Did you just?
I haven't seen it.
so how about if we table,
Yeah, we can do that.
do you have a motion to,
Okay, yeah, I make a motion to table the approval of the minutes for next time.
okay,
Are you doing minutes now, Sherry?
yes,
Okay.
until we elect a secretary, which I hope Preston would be happy to do that.
Okay.
Preston, you have any feelings about that, being secretary?
I
I
am
can tell
open
you-
to anything. I will gladly do it if needed.
Sweet, thank you. I'll give you a call, and Michelle used to be our secretary,
For a long time.
yeah, a long time. And Dennis is the co-chair, and Mike is pretty busy.
Just some guy that shows up every now and then.
No, that's not true. So I will give you a call and tell you what that entails. It's not much. It's sending the agenda to Jody, if you can, a week before our meeting. It's taking minutes at the meeting, sending the minutes and the agenda out to the committee and to Janet Lunt, who's our council member representative on PTR. That's basically it.
Yes,
So-
that sounds great. Yeah, give me a call and we can go over it.
Sweet. the update on the policies and procedures revisions for PTR. This was approved. What meeting was it, Jerry? 2 meetings ago? 2026-01. I sent that in your quote packet for you.
And Jody printed them out for us, so.
Do you have, anybody have any questions? This will count as one of our must-have 3 meetings.
Yeah, it's supposed to be quarterly. So, and Jody really wanted to emphasize that we make sure we're following policies and procedures. It's been hard, I think, when there's been less members and there hasn't been, we have some stuff to work on though tonight. We have some projects, but when there hasn't been like a focus, right? And so, but she just wanted to make sure that we're, the city is under a lot of scrutiny. There's some people in the community that are really scrutinizing every word that we say and everything that we do. My comments right here will probably be scrutinized. But anyway, so we're trying to make sure that we're really careful and that we're following policies and procedures because we have a couple people that are just looking for any little thing that we've done wrong. And so Jody just wanted me to make sure that I reiterate that we're just make sure we're, getting the minutes in and making sure we're doing all the things that we're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
So that's all on that.
Anybody have any questions on the operations policy and procedure?
Pretty basic, right? Okay.
All right, let's talk about the park. Mike, you've got something you want to present to us having to do with,
I don't know that I would say presentation, but I just visited with Patrick Morrison. He's the director of the Division of Outdoor Recreation. We were up on Capitol Hill doing some other things with people and legislators, and we just started talking. And I mentioned that we're submitting our proposal once again. And I says, what do we need to do? How do we make this happen? How can we tap into that $2 million that they have for recreation and things? And he just gave me a few pointers. One being, just like he did last year, make sure that we send the proposal to him, to them, look it over. What are we missing? How can we make improvements on it? He said he's more than happy to look at these and give us some ideas. Some specific ideas in relation to recreation, though, that kind of elevates or could elevate our proposal is making sure that we tie the development of a pickleball court to the growing demand, the population demand, the demands of the community. He just said that there's just the demands of growth. And how are we going to meet those demands of growth? If we can tie our pickleball court, hey, we've got more residents, we got people, this is what they're demanding or asking or wanting, desiring, that's gonna help it sell itself.
so like the results from the survey?
No, just saying
Not
that
so
the
much the
community's
results of the
growing.
survey, but
right?
just, people. We've got more people in Woodland Hills today than we did 10 years ago.
When I campaigned, everyone was like, because I've been pretty vocal about wanting it, and everyone kept saying, when are you going to get us that pickleball court? That was a question I got a lot. So there is a demand for it, right?
And Patrick just said if we can tie it to somehow, we've got a 22% increase in population, and also the survey shows that the population wants this as a recreation opportunity. At the same time, outdoor recreation, the group, the organization, they're trying to determine what is outdoor recreation. And for some people, pickleball is as close as they'll ever get to being involved in an outdoor recreation. The division, their idea of outdoor recreation is maybe a little bit more getting close to nature, going on a hike on a trail, doing those kinds of things. But in my conversation with them, it was just like, a lot of these people, they don't even know what that is, or playing pickleball or basketball outside, that is outdoor recreation. So if we can put some kind of a spin on it that this is, a form of outdoor recreation, it might help, it might sell, but they internally are just trying, some of them, absolutely, this is outdoor recreation. This is as close as a lot of people will ever get to outdoor recreation. But there's also some in the same camp that are, I don't know if this is really outdoor recreation. Should it apply? Should it qualify or whatever? But the biggest thing was growth, tying the need for a pickleball court because of the growth within the community.
And demand, right? Kind of.
Mostly growth, but
Okay.
I say we pull in the demand because that's what the residents have asked for. And the residents are a part of that growth. If you get what I'm saying, I just think that was just his conversation with me.
Would you be willing to put together a paragraph about this? I'll tell you where we are with the grant. I attended Utah Outdoor Recreation Seminar, I don't know, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, something like that. And I learned a lot about how childish my writing the grant was last year. That I should have had engineering specs rather than me taking a picture of the park and putting a red circle here where the pickleball court was going to go, and more professional, I should say. So I've been talking to Ted. Ted Mickelson has written many grants. The way it stands right now is we're going to move forward. The deadline is the 15th. If we can get all this together. City match looks highly probable for around 100K.
Because some of that would be in kind, right?
Yes.
Not all cash.
No.
Jody or somebody brought that up. Anyway.
Yeah. You're correct about that.
So if our deadline is the 15th, is there a way we can get something in their hands
We're
2 weeks before that so that they have that opportunity? Oh, I've seen this once already. I just think that will go a long ways to where it's
Ted's engineering company.
LEI.
Sunrise.
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 Is it No, that's Jensen. Anyway, his engineering firm is willing to do the drawings. He has another, I don't know if it's a city or a private entity, that the engineering company is currently doing specs for a pickleball court. We're just gonna
Still
kind
those.
of, yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Ted met last Thursday via Zoom with a member of the UORG that I met at the seminar. Patrick is very, very helpful. He was with me last year. So we're trying to get everything in place if we can meet the deadline. And we want to submit, like you suggested, at least a week prior to the 15th to have them review our proposal. The mayor would like us, and I'd like all of you to think about this, what you would really like in the park long-term. When I attended the seminar, that's one of the things they like to see. We're going to cooperate with you for many years down the road. So what are your
Basketball court.
ADA, parking lot could get paved in conjunction with doing the roads, ADA accessible.
From the parking lot to the pavilion.
Yes,
We talked
exactly.
about, yeah. Okay. Bathrooms.
Yep,
Yep.
so
Need
put
those
your
would be good.
put your thinking caps on as to what you would like. Let's go pie in the sky.
I have something crazy, but I've seen a lot of it and I actually really liked it. And I sent it to Jody and Mayor. I call him Ben, but Have you ever seen where they ice skate on the little trails through the trees? You know, around the park, we have those little
Yeah.
trails around the trees. Let's see if it'll open.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't that be cool?
So what, do they ice the trails over? Or-
Yeah, you ice the trails over and then you have to kind of maintain them. So you like get a hose and wet them down when you know it's gonna freeze and make a nice smooth.
That'd be cool.
Wow.
Because the mayor, and I know that the past mayor, he really wanted,
It'd be nice if it's flat, but ours is.
oh yeah, that's
Not
true.
flat.
They're not flat.
That's
You're
gonna-
right.
That's gonna be pretty rough.
Well, the little part of it around the poles.
Yeah. Anyway, I know Jody said something about you just want to keep our EMTs busy. But, or an ice skating rink in the
We
winter.
flooded it once or twice, you know, the soccer field, tried to make it a ice hockey
Yeah.
one time,
You have to usually you have a liner underneath and,
all kinds of stuff.
yeah. The mayor, the past mayor, Brett, he really wanted that. And he spent so much time with legal stuff that he never really got to do what he wanted. But, you know, that could be a goal too, is some kind of ice skating in the park in the wintertime.
Well, can you put your ideas down and let's collaborate with each other?
Shoot you an email or
Do we
something?
have a lot from that survey? Instead of just my ideas, I'd love to see what the
I
residents
mean, we
want.
had already, what you just said, we had all those things. So is the bathroom included in, I mean, is that something, I know we can't, you're saying
Or
like
there's
down the
sewer to
road?
the bathroom, like for next year and the year after that. And
Well, I think if you're gonna do a bathroom, I think you need a water fountain out there. Or do we have one?
We have
we
one.
have one
Okay,
by the
so- Does it work?
Mhm.
Okay, okay.
pavilion.
Sometimes they turn it off.
Oh, maybe that's when I don't know, I tried it once and it didn't work, so that's what I was thinking. Okay.
So it doesn't
Um,
freeze. But think outside the box. There's, the mayor gave me an idea that he discussed with somebody. I think there's someone here in Woodland Hills who makes statues.
There is.
And there's a
Hawkins.
statue convention in Colorado every year. And kind of like our Maple Fest kind of thing, but it generates a lot of money for this city that has it. And if we had a little, the mayor said, if we had a little statue part of the park, I don't know, like I said.
He wants more events and
think
more
outside the
community
box.
stuff
Yeah.
than we already have.
I mean, I saw in Switzerland on a trail, they have the different planets and where they are in the sky at certain times, like little monuments. Telescope. Think outside the box. And the sky's the limit. So all people can do is say no. So if you can email me by, what's today, the 18th?
19th is today.
19th, a week from
Today,
today.
at the latest.
Yeah, so that if this is to be included in the grant proposal, we've got some ideas for what we want to do. There is sewer to the park. We have determined that, so
Yeah.
bathroom is
Feasible.
Feasible.
very feasible. Small one, Ted and I were talking, kind of like those ones you see in the is it federal parks?
Yeah, I like Yellowstone.
With a regular toilet, but it's not huge where somebody could camp out and sleep and,
Yeah, not 15 stalls,
no.
just one or two.
Okay, so yeah, if you'll email me or text me, I don't care, whatever, even if you want to write your notes on a piece of paper and take a picture and text it to me, that's great.
Does the walk, is it asphalt or paved?
It's asphalt.
It's asphalt.
Is it a complete circle? I mean, does it connect?
It kind of meanders.
It
Yeah,
does.
it does. It loops back in and around.
Okay.
It starts and loops around the side, right?
Yeah,
I've
it kind of goes around
ridden
the
bikes on it.
disc golf
So what
course
about,
and stuff.
remember,
We need some maintenance to the disc
Yeah.
golf course.
Oh, yes, and I think we need maintenance or redo of the whole playground.
I looked at that, yep. That's
I
one of
mean,
the
you
things on
know,
my
like,
list.
okay,
I also
agree.
looked at squishy material,
yes, instead of the bark, we have
Yes.
chips.
yes.
We should put all of that on our
Yep.
list.
Yep,
Preston
Preston.
talked about maybe
Well,
trimming some of the trees around the disc golf course, because some of it's really overgrown now.
Yeah.
So we could
How are
have a
the-
Saturday job where we do that.
How are the baskets and, you know,
they're metal.
It's been a little while since I've played, but they were fine the last time I played it.
okay. And like the little signs that say what number they are and all that kind of stuff.
Too.
It's pretty good too, okay.
Preston, you have a comment?
I think he just agreed with the,
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with the trees. I have some other ideas for trees at the park, but to touch on the bathrooms, Springville City has a bunch of like just 2-stall bathrooms that I think are kind of what you're thinking about if you guys ever are in the area. But I think that's a good idea to have a bathroom there.
yeah, we actually don't get as much attendance at some of our community events from our older citizens because, first of all, because we don't have the pathways that are ADA compliant, and older people, it's hard for them to walk on like uneven grass or uneven, they're afraid they're gonna fall. And so fixing that, but then also the other thing is that we rent porta potties, which aren't great. And that's hard for them as well. They need to be near a bathroom. So, and I mean, it's not just for them, right? I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but it would be really good to have something else that I've wanted to do this since I moved here, but I lived in Payson for 25 years, and they do Sunday night in the park. Every Sunday night they have music in the park, and they have that.
Oh, yeah.
They have that pavilion they've built. Now, granted, we can't do that, but we could have kind of maybe a grass kind of amphitheater area or something. We kind of have one. We could just maybe work on it a little bit. But this year is America 250 years, and our new mayor would like me to, because I'm over events still, he would like me to figure out something, especially maybe for like July, where we have something every Sunday night in the park. But so a bathroom and some of those other things, which we know we won't have this year, but I don't know. I raised my kids in Payson, and we spent many a Sunday night in the park, and it was nice. You'd have church, you'd have family dinner, whatever, and then you'd gather up the kids and the blankets and chairs, and we would go sit in the park and take dessert. Lots of times I'd make like a treat or dessert, and they would just get to go hang out with their friends and other families. It was just really neat. And I don't know if any of you have been up to our park on a Sunday night in the summertime, but half the community is up there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people up there just hanging around, walking their dogs, visiting. So it would be really fun to have some music and pull more people in. And I know that's not our concern, but it is as far as
Yeah.
making the park usable to do those things. So just
Like
a thought.
I was thinking for the July, there's got to be recipes from way back then. We could eat what they ate, play the games that they played, rolling the hoop or whatever. And that Young Washington movie is coming out that we could stream.
I know I've got to, that's a long ways away, but
I know,
I've got to be thinking for Woodland Hills Days, how do we capture all of that too?
Okay. So
That's a good idea.
let's think about ideas for that too, because we're supposed to be part of city events. For the 250 ideas that we have.
Yeah. But, for future big plans, I would love to see all those on our, the bathrooms, all the things on our list that we've already talked about.
I did get a price from the squishy, like rubberized material. I reached out to one person, and they do pathways as well as, playground areas, but Ted thought the maintenance would be really high. We should probably stick with asphalt. You can also get ADA compliant playground equipment. Ask your grandkids what they really like at a park, or your children if you have young children. From the feedback I've gotten from my grandkids, it's things to climb on, swings,
So I was gonna
nice
say something
swings,
to climb
nice
on.
swings, and slides. The rest of the stuff, the little,
Well, those are old.
yeah,
They're pretty old. It does need
but
updated.
it would be 40K minimum for that squishy stuff.
Cole Park down in Salem did a really good job. Have you ever been to that park at all? Cole Park, COLA.
Where's it at?
It's the water.
And it happens to be right by their new pickleball courts. They do have they do have that splash pad down there, but without even that, they have a barn looking structure.
all
And
kinds
then they
of
have a, like a truck, right? What is it, a truck?
train or
Deer,
something.
a deer truck or
John Deere,
something, John
yeah.
Deere truck. They have a small zip line.
Wendy Prey always wanted a splash pad. She always said that she would pay for that.
Yeah, they have a good splash pad.
Yeah, it's fun.
But anyway, I thought they did really good with their choosing those kind of structures. What else is there
Okay.
there?
That's in Salem?
We
Yeah.
just use the splash pad mostly and benches and stuff to sit on,
Yeah, yeah.
shade.
Yeah, and they have the splash pad on one side, and they have bathrooms,
in the middle, and then the
and then you walk
big
down,
giant playground.
and then
on the
big
other side.
giant playground, parking lots, pickleball. 4 courts.
If you're at these parks, take a picture. I hear Draper's done fantastic with theirs
Oh,
too. and
well,
I'm gonna take a
yeah.
picture on Monday.
There's a new park somewhere that I saw pictures of in the state, I don't know where it was, and it was like unbelievable, but
So
Yeah.
something else, but I don't know if we have a tree that's eligible, but in Draper Park, in one of the Draper parks,
that tree
the Tree of Life. Wouldn't it be cool to have one tree that I mean, they have other lights too, and you'd have to build on it year by year.
We need trees.
But you could get citizens to donate lights. I mean, I have so many extra lights I never use. I would happily donate them to wrap trees, you know what I mean, in the park. So and I actually have a dedicated spot now downstairs for supplies for events and different things.
Okay.
But I don't know. It'd be nice maybe to identify if there's a tree or
We did
something.
one. when we
Just the
did that
trees right around
Christmas
the flagpole.
gathering.
Well, Preston wants to cut those down and replace them with something better because
Those white scraggly.
they ruin the flag. They can't ever put the flag up because they rip the flag apart. They're just
Oh, yeah.
They're too close. We looked at moving the flag pole.
Yeah, we did.
It was a Boy Scout project. We looked at moving it, but we couldn't. It was too involved, I think. But anyway,
Well, it's fun to think about all these ideas and how we can bring them to fruition. And the grants, how Ted has been a really big help as far as pulling in things from other projects that could make the park better and just the cooperation from the city has been phenomenal in the discussions that I've had with the mayor and with Ted and with Jody and even Lori. So yeah, okay.
so here it is. Here's
Oh, you have it?
so there's like
Oh,
a
wow.
spaceship. That's the other one. You know, that kind of spaceship.
oh, you looked it up, didn't
So,
you?
so there's a
Yeah.
barn type structure. And then, so this one is for little kids, which are like that. So the
Mhm.
deer, John Deere, and then,
If you,
and then that one's a little bit, smaller kids, bigger kids.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to
So
see.
here's John Deere truck
Okay.
kind of thing. So there's a slide climbing up. You
Cute.
can climb up here. And then over here is, the space,
Oh, yeah.
like, oh, no, silo, it's a silo.
really
And then
nice
here, so it's
swings.
the farm thing.
Oh, yeah, cute.
And then that's the barn. And then they have a pavilion, so, right next to it. I'm trying to remember what this in here is.
Well, in between the existing playground and the pavilion, you could make the playground bigger. There's room, you could expand.
Yeah, and here's
From
the
the
zip line,
listening?
the zip line right there.
Yeah.
And then they have swing sets too.
I wonder, are there a lot of pines going north, like towards Mayor Winder's house, that direction through the trees, or is it just?
I don't know.
Because we could build on that if we had electric down there, as far as Tree of Life and other trees.
Yeah, I don't know. I
And
need to go
through it.
walk up there and look and see if
Me
there's even
too.
anything that would work.
I think any kind of white lights on trees that just automatically turn on at night.
Yeah. It'd be pretty.
Fun.
It would be fun.
Okay, let's talk about the trail. We need to do a little bit of maintenance. I don't have the knot on my head anymore from the branch that I hit a week or so ago when I was up there. There's a couple of low hanging.
And there will be more between now and spring.
Yeah,
I kind of like those low hangers.
I do too, but
They're pretty.
always
like
looking
'em.
down. You know.
I like when I get on the trail and the part where you feel all like, you know, you feel like you're in like a magical forest and you feel like all surrounded. I love that little section.
Where it's kind of flat,
Yeah,
yeah, between 2 and 3, I think.
probably. I don't know the numbers like you do. I like that spot a lot. Makes me happy.
That was Jeff's favorite spot.
Yeah,
So after the spring, what month do you think would be a good month?
Depends how our weather goes.
Last time we did it in May,
Okay,
but
May's kind of a rough month, but it's okay.
weather wise,
Just in people's lives, everything happens in May. It's the end of the school year and it's like, but yeah, we could do May
if we
or,
did May, beginning is probably better than towards the end.
so that would
Towards the
depend on
end
the
is
But is
weather.
that too
Memorial Day.
early, do you think?
oh,
It's funny because you never know. I mean, there could be a
we've been up
big,
the trail on our anniversary, May 28th, and there was still remnants of the avalanche across, and a lot of snow up in there. But that's DNR land anyway, so,
Yeah, I mean, let's shoot for May and then see how the weather is,
okay.
right?
Pretty soggy up there right now, but today I bet would be really nice. I'm waiting for somebody to go ahead of me, so I don't have so much.
let's get a specific May date.
Uh,
We do Saturdays, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
to try and get more people, right? Because
Yeah.
some of us go to work all day, every day.
Yeah.
It's really gross.
Saturday.
The older I get, I wonder why I'm still doing that.
20, you want to go early? What's the?
Well,
ninth?
I don't know. I mean, we could try the 16th.
The 9th is Mother's Day. 16th.
Can't do the 9th. I'll be in, you can. Why don't you do the 9th? I'll be in Hawaii. I'll be in Kauai.
Nice.
Let's try the
We could have a
16th,
meeting there.
maybe, do you think?
Yeah, that works for me.
All those that next week, is that next week when kids get out of school?
they get out on Memorial Day,
Okay,
Or-
25th?
the 5th, the Friday before.
Yeah, let's do the 16th. That's a good day.
I mean, we can set it at least,
Yeah.
and then if it's just really too, kind of late storms or something, maybe
can
we would
bump it
move it
back.
to June.
I won't be here on the 16th, but that's okay.
Oh, are you gonna be?
Yeah.
Fish
we might.
Tech Outfitters doing a presentation,
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, well, that sounds fun though.
9 to 3.
That does sound fun. Can we talk about some additional signage? The city's fiscal year runs through June. We're not on a calendar basis, and we still have a little bit of money left in our budget. When I was up there a week or so ago, I noticed that through Tueler's property is pretty well, it's like a path. Most people, I don't want to say most people, it looked like to me that most people cut across through Tueler's and then hit the trail, which is after you come down the big hill where all our signs are. What I'm saying is I don't think that everybody sees what we've put at the top, who's using the trail.
Do the tours care?
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's
Do the
just gonna keep
landowners care?
happening
I know.
until they
I know
build.
some landowners don't care, but if they don't care, let them go
Right.
through it.
She's just saying, but they're
I'm just
missing the
thinking
signs.
They're
Right.
missing the sign, so I was
So
thinking,
put some more signs down at the bottom.
yeah, or at the bottom or where the Toolers Trail tees into
Yeah,
the switchbacks.
Uh-huh.
Just so people know, you know,
I wonder if we shouldn't put them in your circle.
we could do that. There's a lot of signs up there already. We could just add one more.
You know what I mean? Because then you know, because people have to park there. Then you,
It's interesting to watch. The people that are not from our city don't park facing in towards Taylor's house because the sign says no parking. And it says what, after dark, I think, but they think no parking, I'm not gonna park there. So they park on the sides, but people from the city park straight on, which is just an interesting observation.
but yeah, I mean, if you feel like we need another sign, I would say put it there because then
Okay,
you know everybody's going to see it.
how do you feel about that? No, just like the one we put up.
So- the recent one or the last one we put up?
Last year, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It was 3 years ago.
So do you want that one, you mean, just a
Yeah,
repeat of
Is that
that?
any-
What
What's
does the sign
what's on
say?
that one? Yeah.
Welcome, come play on our trail, or don't come here?
no, it says,
Go away, like that one lane.
Right.
Woodland Hills.
Yeah. Go away.
That one lane in Woodland Hills has it at the end of the lane. It
Yeah.
says go away. David Pratt's, that's David Pratt's lane.
and Ted's, not Ted.
Yeah, Ted,
Ted McCoy.
McCoy.
Yeah. Exactly what the other sign says, which is the rules of the trail. I can't remember exactly. It's been so long.
I don't remember either.
But if they're consistent, so that when motorized
It-
vehicles go up and
Yeah,
come
is it the
down-
one with, that explains the width of the motorized vehicles?
Yes, and the trail is closed,
Yeah, and then-
not after dark. but
Right,
I forget
just
the
those
exact
things.
wording.
Yeah, there was
Pick
only
up
like,
after your
what, 4 or
dog.
5
Kind of like
things on
trail
it.
rules or
Wasn't-
something.
Yeah, what goes in, comes out or whatever, that's
The
same.
exact same sign that we approved
Yeah,
last time. I can get.
So
another
no,
one of
no
those.
work, just getting one done. You just have to run it through Ted.
Okay,
You have to run it through Ted because technically it's his budget that he allocates to us. I found that out too. I was actually supposed to tell you that.
So on the trail maintenance, are we just wanting to, there's still several water bars that we didn't complete, down towards the lower portion or the middle portion, I should say. That's what we're talking about, trying to do.
yeah,
And then obviously some low hanging trees or something.
And clean up anything that's super ruddy. I think try and fill in, or you know what I mean, if it's really ruddy anywhere on the trail.
the part up there
Smooth it out.
where DNR's land begins, I call it the sunny stretch of the trail where you can look down.
That's where
the
we
park.
started, and that's where we did a bunch of the water bars last time.
Well, they're pretty much non-existent. There's a huge, it's back almost the way it was before the fire, where you had this huge drop off on the right going up and it's full of rocks.
Nature.
Yeah,
I didn't-
yeah,
I didn't notice it being that bad a couple weeks ago, but I did notice some evidence of our water bars still there.
I did
Places where
too.
we still need them
Yeah.
too.
So I don't think it's the whole trail.
Just where it makes sense. Okay.
Let's see. Oh, Janet, what would you like to discuss this evening?
Another project, probably pretty easy, probably not much to it. I already talked to Mike about this. Something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, I talked to the city and they're okay with it, but, I want to look at doing a conservation easement for the switchbacks. Part of my motivation is because, well, I thought about it because I actually follow Forbay in Payson, and we lived in Payson a long time and love Forbay. And they were getting a lot of abuse with motorized vehicles and stuff. And just development was creeping in on it. And so the mayor did a conservancy conservation easement for Bay. And the people were really happy in the community and they were super grateful. And what that means is we would partner with, it's next to the BLM land, right? So we would partner with them basically, right? Is that, and anyway, and we would put in a conservation where it could never be developed. The reason that that matters is because all around it, Summit Creek owns that property. So they have up above me, above Broad Hollow, which seems crazy, but they own up above the water tanks. They own all that land, and they want to develop it.
They're looking for an easement to get into it.
Yeah, they're trying to get into it. That it's slowed them down because the landowners that I've tried to help them because they're my neighbors, get them to sign to give the city an easement. The homeowner refuses to do it, but they want to make like a park, like a Deer Valley, you know what I mean? They want like kind of type of community, just all up really high, really up in the rocks. So, anyway, with the land being developed all around it, I would really like to just lock the switchbacks down where some future city council can't be talked into selling.
They could build on that steep of,
I know
what do they build into they just cut out the mountain?
yeah, my house is in that situation.
We shouldn't be building
Yeah, I
homes.
know.
My house is wedged into the rock. If you ever drive by my house, it's old. It's been there since '94. It's not anything fancy, but they cut into the rock and they wedged my foundation in to it.
It's almost like berming, but not really.
Yeah.
So, and I have like big old steel posts. It's kind of wild, but anyway, so yeah, that's what I want to do. So it's perpetual. So once we do it, we would decide what that looks like, but it would just be to preserve the wildlife corridor, and just to keep it from ever being developed. That would be the goals.
But if they already own the land,
The city does. Oh, you mean,
yeah,
well, I'm just talking about our switchback trail.
okay, just the switchback trail.
I just want to
Because
protect
we could
it.
we could
Can't do
only,
a conservation easement on the trail. It's gonna have to be the block of land. It's gonna be the land that the
Yeah.
city would own.
Yeah,
So does it change?
You're not just gonna
or-
cherry pick the little trail in, so okay,
No.
there's our conservation, that won't work.
no,
There's
okay,
no benefit to that.
right. No, I want all the land that goes
You
around
have to
it.
take the whole 10 acres or whatever it is.
Yep,
the city
so who
and say,
owns
okay,
that land, the trail?
the city of Woodland Hills.
Okay.
And
but-
some's owned by the town of Woodland Hills too.
Yeah, but I can look at the maps with Jody and we can, but what I just don't want is some future,
Yeah,
you get some knuckleheads in city council or something.
Right now, all that land up there is zoned R2 PUD. And
which
I,
is, what's that?
2 acre.
yeah,
2 acre?
2 acre lots, yeah. And I've been after planning for years to zone it forestry, so it cannot be built on. How does the conservancy thing?
It's the same thing.
Same
Just
thing?
trying to, let's save it for the conservation of.
I like it.
I looked, online and it did say one of the benefits, which I thought was kind of interesting. There was a little video. I thought about showing it, but one of the benefits is land is more valuable when you can when it has a potential to be developed. And when you put it in a conservation, it actually loses value. And you might say, well, that stinks. But to a city, or to a landowner, that actually can be a tax benefit to them because it's worth less. So they're taxed or pay on a lesser
You
value.
mean surrounding property?
No, that property.
That property.
It loses its value because you can't develop it. Once you put it in a conservation easement, it can never be developed, so it loses.
So it loses the value for the city because they're the ones that own it.
Mhm.
And that's okay.
Yeah, they're fine with it. I was talking to Jody
Yeah.
about it earlier, so.
I think it's a great idea.
Part of it is like when I heard that they did that with Bay, I was like, they probably didn't need to do that.
No.
Same with our switchbacks. Probably don't need to do it, but it's just an extra layer of protection.
What's forebay? Showing my ignorance.
Oh,
It's some water development, some ponds, some settling ponds where the water comes out of Payson Canyon, goes into these ponds, and they utilize that water for irrigation, various different things. And there's just 4 bays. Spanish Fork has a 4-bay. They just call it 4-bay. It's just where the water goes.
but they have trails like you can ride your bikes on and
They've turned it into, mountain biking.
mountain biking
Nice.
trails and everything. There's a little
I
parking
don't
lot.
hunt here anymore, so everywhere I used to hunt, I don't get to go there now. So now bikers get to go there instead. So
I'm sorry.
some of us are fans of it and some of us are not.
I know. So with that, so we could put in there no hunting, right? No, you can't.
Well, there's no guns allowed on city property.
Or is that city limits? People hunt up on this switchback.
Absolutely, I do.
Once you get to DNR, you're okay, but
Yep.
that's why,
But I'm gonna carry my gun on the switchbacks going all the way up and people are
Yep.
gonna yell at me and tell me, what are you doing? And I'm going hunting.
on
I'm okay.
DNR, yep.
I have a friend that parks in my driveway and hunts turkeys. He has the permits and everything, but he goes up there.
Mhm.
I always tell him, don't park on the street. They'll shush you out of town. Park on my little dirt driveway so that you look like you belong here. Anyway,
No, there's a lot of benefits, with a conservation easement. It's weird to do it with a city. That's different. I know Payson did it, but usually we do it with private landowners.
yeah, that was kind of what I
Because
read.
The
Like,
private landowners are the ones that want to sell it. I want to make money on my property, and the only way you're going to make money is to build lots of homes on it. And so we like to set those properties up as a conservation easement for the wildlife, for the frogs, for the whatever, for the green space. And which is valuable too for communities or cities or
Mhm.
what have you.
So when you say we, you're meaning
The
the
Division of
state?
Wildlife,
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
yeah, I saw there like ranchers that did it because they didn't want it to be developed, and all around them, the land was getting eaten up and developed. And so the little video I watched, the ranchers put it in a conservation easement.
And it's a
To
way that,
protect it.
it's a way that the landowner can still retain ownership, but yet a lot of other benefits go with it. And agencies don't have the money, let's just go buy all the land.
right.
Right.
But it does make
Public
sense that
doesn't
the
wanna
city
let
would
the
want to do
government buy it.
that. I mean, to me, because the city owns the land.
Well, I just think it's so good for our community because, and like I say, it right now, we're not going to change anything on how it is, right?
Yeah.
But it does protect the wildlife corridor. It does
Yeah.
protect
Yeah.
the nature, and it keeps this buffer around our city. I mean, I'm not saying that we're going to have development all the way up the mountain, but it still is just nice that it's like this protected buffer around our city. I don't know.
And it's a feel good for a lot of people that, ooh, I'm doing conservation.
For me,
It's just
okay,
I
wanna
get
do
to designate it
conservation.
as, that's cool. Just-
Well, everything up there around the water tank, the land that the city owns, the land that the town owns, it's all zoned R2 PUD.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Anyway, I think it's a
So are
great
you
idea, so
saying it would just still be zoned that, or?
I don't know how that would,
it
would
wouldn't
that-
change the zoning, it would just be protected so it can be developed. The biggest thing is that it wouldn't, and you can set up some of the parameters,
There's
but
lots, you can demand this, and this.
some
but
people,
I
you can
really
say
don't
nobody
want
can
this.
walk on it, you know, if you want. But private landowners do that, they'll limit access sometimes to people on the land, or at least that's what I read when I was looking at it, but anyway.
We're not, the Division of Wildlife's not as interested in that because
Yeah, we're not.
we're
interested in
spending
that
public
either.
money to lock up land. That's not very nice, so.
Yeah. We don't want to lock it up. We want people to be able to enjoy it and use it.
Right.
We just want to preserve it.
Yeah.
Preserve it.
And like I say, right now it's fine. I'm just worried about 20, 40 years from now.
So what would need to happen? to make this?
That is a really good question. That I don't know. I was hoping that
I
my
think we'd have to
expert.
talk to the Division of Wildlife would certainly be one, because we have the ability to set those up.
Okay,
See if that's of interest or,
because they have to like want to partner with us, right? On it, or how does that work?
yeah, there's gotta be, this would be value for deer or for whatever. Yeah, there's gotta be some kind of value associated with it.
This is, okay, I'm sorry, this is gonna be an ignorant question, but with Three Bridges destroying all of that down there, wouldn't that be, that we're preserving
Then you
this?
could call it mitigation, say, hey, Three Bridges, you need to pay for this because you're ruining all this land. So to mitigate for that degradation, pay for this over here. There's all kinds of projects. Most UDOT projects and stuff, they all have to do that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that be of motivation as far as like, we're gonna protect this other corridor for the elk and the deer and the,
Yeah. But I don't know if you could use a corridor because, let's protect it so that they can all run down into the city.
I know.
Doesn't make a lot of sense either,
Or
but
they can go up and over.
so, but no, there's
Is there a
lots of
fence up
mechanisms.
there? Mike, do you know,
What's that?
is there a fence up at the top along the ridge?
Oh, no.
There is none? I was told that there was to keep the elk in, or what was on the other side out? No fence.
Nope.
Okay.
No, there was some fencing way up top
Yeah, way,
to
way.
curtail us, people, don't take your four-wheeler here or there. Some of those kinds of fences.
Oh, no.
This is
I don't know
way-
how you'd get
But
up
the
there. I don't
wildlife
know
would
if
jump
that's
over those.
Yeah, you're not gonna build a fence to exclude elk, so.
Where
Unless you should build a really big,
where will all the elk go?
They'll come on our little conservancy.
they're gonna go over to Ted's place, Ted Hanks's, they'll be all over his property. They'll be all over
They're
that.
gonna be all over the
They'll
golf
be all
course,
over the
too.
golf course. They say they don't care right now, but I promise they
Oh,
will
yeah.
care.
Oh, it's gonna be so much
They'll be
money.
coming to us and they'll be yelling at us.
There's gonna be craters and all of the,
Divots.
yes, lots and lots of divots.
Deal with them all over in Salt Lake. It's a real hassle.
Will they call you guys and expect you to come and,
Yep, we come up with helicopters and 50 people and we're herding elk all over the highways and it's just a mess.
I think that's crazy. They're the ones that are building on their land.
Yep, so we're building on their land too, so we get mad at them, but we did the exact same thing. We used to live right here.
I know.
Yeah. That's how
So,
it
so we
goes,
can't get too upset, but I still do, so we still do.
Beautiful animals.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to DWR. What else should we?
I'll find out.
How can I help? Yeah, what do I need?
I was hoping that you could help me with
I
it.
could talk to Mark and a couple other people and just, here's the city. Do you know how much property it is?
I'll find
How
out.
much the city has?
I'll find out tomorrow. Oh, maybe not tomorrow. The city's closed tomorrow,
Just,
but I'll find out how much acreage. And when we get it, I'll have to get city council to approve it, right?
oh, yeah, there'll be a lot of, it's not that hard, but
But
usually it's not the city coming saying, hey, will you make this? It's
the
the
opposite.
division will say, hey, we need to protect this property. We need to protect this land.
But I guess what I'm saying is doesn't it make it maybe more urgent now because of you can make the
We
sell
could sell it that way to some extent.
that because of Three Bridges and, because that was such an elk, there,
Yeah, and it's different property. The elk don't
go up.
winter right here on the
I know.
switchbacks. They winter down on the fields where they're doing.
I know,
So it's
I know that.
different.
But in the summer, I don't know.
In the summertime, habitat is not limited. Summer range is not an issue. They've got a whole mountain they can live on. It's the winter range that's always an issue because they all come down to where people live, but people build houses everywhere and take up all their land. So there's always a limited amount of
It's-
winter range.
Too bad we don't have a spot where we could do like a Jackson Hole and have a field and
Yeah.
feed 'em and wouldn't that be awesome?
Huh.
Why?
No.
You don't like that either? Tell me why.
It's just a bunch of pets that are just gonna hurt somebody and then everybody's gonna get sued. It's just the Estes Park in Colorado, where you walk along and pet the elk, and it's just, that's not an elk. Those are just a bunch of pet cows sitting in the city.
You make me smile. I like it. Preston, do you have any thoughts? Just listening?
Yeah, I would be interested in helping with the conservation easement. That's something that really interests me. And then as far as the trail maintenance goes, I'm happy to help with any tree felling or anything that needs to happen up there if it's a bit more technical.
That'd be
Awesome.
great.
Yeah.
Let's table any dark sky discussion.
Okay.
I do want to show you because at our hour, I was going to put this. Dennis Lisenby sent me
A new license plate.
a new license plate that Utah's come out with. I can find it.
Really?
Yeah, it's for dark skies.
Yeah, you showed it to me not.
I know, I was looking for the plat map. I could go on, that's what it looks like,
Oh, dang it, like that.
too. They're only gonna make 500. I can send you I think maybe I did in the minutes, or in the,
Do you have to get a whole new driver's plate?
yeah.
Find a new car,
You can just order them.
just get them changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a black and white historical one though.
Yeah.
I'll always have the skiing.
Anything for upcoming meetings? The mayor asked us for future discussion, what Daniel Jensen sent about the, what's it called? I put it in-
Strategic.
Strategic plan. The strategic plan belongs with the city council. The general plan itself belongs with the planning commission. But within the general plan are strategic goals. So if you just want to look those over, I don't know when it's on the agenda for the general plan to be discussed by the city council, but they haven't even adopted the general plan yet, much less the strategic.
It's been slow. It's been hard to get much of anything done. We're super bogged down with legal complaints and grandma requests, and it's 24/7. So it's hard to move forward on a lot of important positive things because all of our time is being devoted to couple problems. So
it'll happen when it happens. And this is just something for us to think about for a future date and discuss.
The strategic,
Yeah. We should have gotten that in. the
to look and
email
see
that I
for
sent.
parks and stuff, like what we
Okay.
want included.
okay, I will look over that again.
It's to see what goals, just to kind of look over and make sure everything that we want in there is in there as far as for parks and trails and
And who am I sending those ideas to
everybody,
and when? Just the thread that we've got, the little,
1
Uh,
week,
The email one?
Yes,
1 week from today.
send them to everybody. I think would be good. And then we can all add to it.
Okay.
you asked me to write a paragraph,
Yes.
From your discussion.
just tying pickleball courts to growth.
Mhm.
Yes, please. I will talk to Ted on Monday to see where he is. I've done a few things. Does he think this is gonna be possible? But if you could put that together in the next week or so, that would be some.
No, make a deadline, 1 week from today.
We need to do it really soon because
Yep,
Like you say, I think we need to get this proposal to DOR.
at least a
You
week
said 2
before.
weeks.
I would say
By the
sooner
first.
than that, because
Yeah.
then you're saying, okay, guys, here it is, hurry up and
Yeah,
deal with
True.
this and get it back to me. Then they're feeling like, oh, I
yeah.
ain't got time.
So
to
that
do
gives
this.
us basically 2 weeks to put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
The budgeting part is easy, or relatively easy. I think it's doable.
Okay.
We'll just,
Because you got most of it done from last year. We're just having to do some improved.
one of the mistakes that I made last year that Ted told me he's realized are mistakes that he's done. I poor mouthed Woodland Hills. Instead of a 50-50 match, which is what Utah County is, which we're in Utah County, I went on about, well, we don't have any real sales tax revenue, all we have is property tax. Can you give us the 20/80 match? And they don't really like that. So I've been told. So we're
I
going
think that's something you have
50-50.
to learn though, as you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I'm grateful for the experience and learning a lot. I like it.
Do we have any kind of growth statistics, numbers
We could
with
get
the
those.
city? Is there, can I truly say that, yeah, Woodland Hills
Oh,
has
yeah, we're
grown
growing.
by 20% in the last 3 years?
I can find
or-
out. I can find out.
'Cause it doesn't take a whole lot of growth to show a high percentage of growth in Woodland Hills.
We have a lot and we have a lot going on, like.
Because we can add all the Summit Creek.
And down by the,
And they're at Summit Creek's doing a
Four
whole
Seasons.
nother spot, and then you have Four Seasons. We've grown a lot. And we have 10
Well-
acres that just got divided into 10
They're
lots.
gonna put a pickleball court in supposedly.
who?
What's her name? Haven, something Haven,
Yeah, I heard
across
that.
from the roundabout by down.
Jimmy
the-
DeGraff and Reed's old house has a pickleball court too. I think that we should just go take over that. It's close to the park. Just kind of drop down in. Although he doesn't own it anymore.
Okay, I'll write you a paragraph.
That'd be great.
I'll find out.
Tie it to some specific numbers if that's a possibility.
I'll get them from Jody.
Okay, and
Or
I've
Ted.
got a February 25th date for all of this stuff for me.
Yep.
Because I'm leaving on the
Great.
27th for a while, so.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. Anybody have anything else they want to bring up? No.
So many of the goals are lofty, long-term.
But
That's why
okay.
it would be nice to have a few things to actually dig into and get done, I think.
And I think we can label them as that though, too. The long-term plan is
Yeah,
to have.
yeah.
And maybe at some point, maybe we make long-term goals, short-term, you know what I mean? Kind of make us
Prioritize it.
prioritize. We probably need to prioritize and make a list.
Well, that's a good idea.
I
When
agree,
you're
yeah.
putting your suggestions in, put like next year or the year
Yeah,
after that,
yeah.
like bathroom, improve the pathway, ADA. Well, that may happen this year, but
But even, yeah, in your grant, like prioritize it for sure.
And I think we have to tie that to the survey that we had done too.
Yep.
So it's the city's request, not.
Not just our
Mike's-
wish.
Not Mike's request. So,
yeah.
On that, I just have one question. On that big grass, all that grass area, is that being used? I mean,
Soccer field.
Yeah, do people want to keep that all grassy for that kind of thing? I just don't know what's going on with what they're
Yeah,
using it for.
We could take it, I mean, we could take out a little chunk here or there probably on the edges, but.
And that make sure we leave like a big.
Mhm. And they use that for Woodland Hills Days and for the Maple Festival.
Mhm.
Like the Maple Fest, all the booths are out and
Okay, yeah.
the sheriff always brings like a big truck and parks on there. And during Woodland Hills Days, you have the climbing wall and you have the bounce houses and all the things.
And
out
they
there.
put that on the grassy area, right?
I don't have to be over that anymore. I'm not over that anymore. Dan Roden has to do that. He's over it for the city now. I have to help him though.
Well, yeah.
We all have to help him. And then, 250. The 250 years, so. We'll want to get the park before Preston, but just kind of be thinking about it. I really think that we should get a crew together before Woodland Hills Days. We probably can't do it before the Maple Festival because it's usually still kind of boggy up there and sometimes it snows and we have to be in the street. Was it last year we were in the street?
Yeah.
First year and last year.
Yeah.
But doing some maintenance up at the park. We should probably, late spring, early summer, do the switchbacks and then, midsummer right before Woodland Hills Days, end of summer, right before.
For the July.
Yeah, after, like maybe sometime in August, we should probably do some maintenance up at the
We want the
park.
flag furling.
Yeah, but we need to plan that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'm happy to help. We can touch base offline via text or email.
We had, a couple years ago, we had the stake wanted to do a service project. And so we actually got a group together and they went up and did some weed eating and rocks off of the trail, like cleaned up the trail and made it pretty and trimmed any branches. Some of the trees, even just in the park, have really low-lying branches, and they trimmed some of those back so that little kids don't run into them or whatever. But we should, as PTR, we should put that on our list of priorities that, maybe the end of August, we go up there. As soon as kids get back in school or something, maybe that weekend before Woodland Hills Days or whatever, not Labor Day, but the weekend before, go up there and do some maintenance in the park, get a crew together and just get the park pretty. When my husband, and he doesn't anymore, but when my husband and son, they used to mow the park, because the park has an issue with always kind of having a bog. There's some low spots, broken sprinkler heads. And so my husband and my son would really manage that and make sure that it was cleaned up really pretty. They would actually put in a lot of extra time to make it nice before, but we don't have that anymore. Toby does it and he does okay, but it would be nice. I think that's something we need to put on our list.
Sprinklers is something else. We wouldn't go through recreation grant, but we could go through maintenance. There's another grant for maintenance for sprinklers.
The city has a maintenance budget, so they keep it up. It's just they don't always know that they're broken or whatever, so they don't, it's whoever's up there mowing is supposed to kind of keep track, so. But yeah, I think that should be a priority too, just to do that. We have a lot of visitors that come up to the park and we want it to be as nice as possible, so.
It's a beautiful place.
Do we have a next meeting date?
That's what I was just gonna ask. What do you feel is a good, this is February,
In the next quarter,
April before May?
oh yeah, probably, or even the first part of May.
Let's see, when is what are we, the third Tuesday?
Oh, let's do April. I'll be gone. When is Easter?
Easter's early, it's during conference.
Okay, so the end part of April?
21st? Taxes are in and.
Not the 21st, that's city council. Oh, that's not city council, that's an off. Okay,
Yeah, I think we're the third Tuesday technically. Okay, the 21st of April, 7 o'clock.
sure. Does that work for everybody?
So far, I don't have
Yep.
anything on
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the date.
21st of April.
And then in between, we can still
I will be
email.
here, but I'll be in Boston that week.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to go
We could do,
like the Wednesday a week later? Or Thursday?
what works for you, Mike?
29th, I have.
Let's see, when did we hear last year? I think we heard in May about the grant.
If we did it late, like 7 o'clock, I think I could do it. I've got a concert at 6 o'clock that night at the elementary school.
Because you could do the 29th or the 30th. Look at you, you have stuff calendared.
Just if Rhonda's got something, then I make sure I got it on.
Good job. Good job. She's got you trained good. Oh, and I mean that in the best way possible.
So what's,
Oh, the 30th I can't. I mean, I probably could, but
I can do the 29th at 7.
Okay.
7.
let's do that. Does that work, Preston? The 29th?
Yeah, my schedule is very flexible.
Okay. Mine's not so much, but that's okay. right.
Sweet.
I'll reach out and find out on the percentage of growth. I
Thank
think
you.
Ted can tell me that.
Thank you.
And then I'll get that to you. And then anything that we need in between, because that is kind of a long time in between, but anything that we need in between, we can just email.
Yeah.
Just kind of watch.
Text.
Or text, just kind of watch those.
Is this paragraph I'm writing, is it just for a cover letter or is it going into the proposal?
I'm thinking it would go in the proposal.
Just as part of the introduction or something, or? I'll write it and you can massage it. I'll just put,
Kind of probably, she just wants whatever your discussion was.
okay.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. I motion we adjourn.
I'll second it.
Meeting is adjourned. I'll turn it on.
Thanks, Preston. Okay, that was good.